Alright, it's Gugu here from Change Cars, and you may have heard about the Toyota Hilux, but I want to tell you about the Toyota Hilux GR Sport behind me. So this is obviously the GR Sport, and for those of you who don't know what the GR Sport stands for, Toyota has started their own performance division and they call it the GR. So anything with that GR badging over there is from that sports division. So it gets sporty treatment. So here you've got black accents, as you can see over there. That bumper is all blacked out. You've got the debadged little situation over there, which I think is really cool. I'm wondering whether they've hidden some radar sensing things in here like other manufacturers do, like Mercedes-Benz, etc. But it's been debadged. Normally there's a Toyota badge over there, but we don't have that. So you've got the black accents over there. I think makes the front look really nice. The car sits on 17-inch mags over there, and of course you've got the cladding around the wheel arches, as well as these things which I like to call door handles. Now the nice thing about this car being a GR is that obviously you get the side step over there and it's badged and branded as GR. You get the branding over there, and if you swing over to the back, you're also getting the roll bar at the back with GR branding. So the difference between this and the Legend RS is that the Legend RS has a sports bar at the back and not a roll bar. I prefer the sports bar. I think it looks much nicer in this car. And you swing over to the rear, obviously you can see over there you've got the GR Sports badging. You get your tow bar, bumper, tonneau cover over there. And allow me to take you to the interior of the car. Let's see what makes it different from the standard Hilux or the Legend RS, which I'm really fond of. So in here, firstly you'll find that's the start button with GR badging on it, so that's very different. And I think one of the biggest standouts for me in this interior is this carbon fiber that they've added on the dashboard. So this spans the entire dashboard all the way here, and obviously because the colors of the whole GR branding are red and black and white, you're getting a lot of red in here. You've got that red, you've got red stitching on the steering wheel, which I think actually looks nice. If I turn this on, push that button over there, you are getting those red needles you can see in there. So those are unique to the GR variants, and you're getting that GR as you start up. So it's really nice. You're getting the red stitching over here. You get the red stitching on the seats as well. And the nice thing about these seats is that they're a combination of Alcantara over here and leather. So it's a really nice combination, and you get the red over here as well. Obviously it goes without saying that you're getting your 2H, 4H and 4 low for 4x4ing and off-roading as standard in here. You also get hill descent control, diff lock, and if you want to turn the traction control off, you've got that right over there. One of the nice things that they've done over here is that they haven't converted this screen into a digital instrument cluster. So everything is still analog except for this middle part over here, which is nice. It's a bakkie. I think Hilux drivers still prefer it this way. I don't think Boer van Wyk or Boer Khumalo or whoever it is would appreciate their car having a digital instrument cluster. Now, one thing to note about this car is that it doesn't get the JBL sound system that you get in the Toyota Hilux Legend RS. So the RS gets a JBL sound system. This here doesn't get that. It's very standard. You got the speakers over there, you got GR branding on the mats, etc, and obviously the carbon fiber in the doors. The one thing that Toyota still hasn't gotten right, in my opinion, is a shock mounted tailgate. You don't have to be a power lifter in this day and age to close and open this thing. Other manufacturers are sticking shock mounts onto these, so you don't have to struggle. Okay, so the important question is, have they done anything to the mechanical side of this car to make it a GR Sport? Well, they have, right? Suspension wise, they've tweaked and tuned the suspension to make it a GR Sport setup. I honestly can't pick it up. I can't perceive it. The only thing I can say about the suspension is that it's comfortable. It's nice to drive every day. It doesn't feel like a traditional bakkie suspension that's hard and firm and, you know, breaking your kidneys and livers and knocking your teeth out or whatever the case may be. It's a nice car to drive. But this has been the case since the Legend RS came out. So I drove the Legend RS, and one of the things that impressed me about that car was the ride quality, and it's the same here. So I don't know what they did to the suspension to make it GR Sport, only they know. Maybe it's a little bit more plush, a little bit more dampened for you to be able to attempt to do the jumps that the Ford Ranger Raptor does. I don't know. The other thing they've done in here is to the engine. So it's still the same 2.8 liter turbo diesel engine. The only difference is that here power goes from about 150 kilowatts to 165 kilowatts, and torque goes from 500 newton meters of torque to 550 newton meters. So it's a small difference, but it counts, right? Now, final thoughts on this car. Would I buy a GR Sport? I mean, the only thing that impresses me about this is the seats, the interior, and that D-badged front. I don't like the GR badging all over the car. I mean, everywhere, on the steering wheel, on the side steps, on the roll bar at the back, you've got GR badging everywhere. I personally wouldn't go towards this. I'd go towards the Legend RS. I really like the look of that. The sports bar really makes that car what it is. And you know, with the new Ford Ranger in town, that 3-liter Ford Ranger V6 Wild Track, that thing is insane. And I think that car has taken the whole Bucky segment to another level. So it's really raised the bar, and competitors like Toyota with the Hilux, they have some catching up to do, I must be honest. I mean, that Ford Ranger won Car of the Year in South Africa 2023, and that's for good reason.